across the board, everything was just on point, you know. So I was going in there to just like finish up soon, dude. Like, but then I wanted him out of there and get him around, you know, make a statement, you know, because I got some other big fights lined up that I wanted to get at. And so, yeah, he didn't make it easy for me.
So one thing you keep mentioning, you're saying since you joined the MMA lab, never looked so good. But what particularly about the MMA lab is making you so well? Like what is it that they do differently than your last team?
Well, it's the whole program, man. It's so many different factors, dude. First, you show up there, those mats are just saturated with UFC fighters and just all around good dudes, you know. And so it's almost physically, if you show up there every single day, it's physically impossible not to get better and even become a better person. So that place is just, it's the best gym in the world, man.
You said bigger fights. Which ones do you have in mind?
Dude, I got vengeance on my mind, dude. You know, before I came to the lab and before, I'm getting the submission training that I have now. You know, I lost some fights under some, you know, not the right circumstances. I just want to get some of those back.
So you made a statement on
your list.
Dude, well, I got my ass kicked by 3 guys. You know, split decision loss, and the 2 dudes choked me out. So, fuck, either any one of those guys could get it. You know, I'd be more than happy to get back in there with any one of those guys.
So you made a statement tonight. What statement do you think you made to the Bellator's 145-pound division?
It's just this, kind of cemented what I was already on, what I'm about. You know, I bring the heat, dude. Also, I chuck. You know, I go in there and I start throwing. So, you know, I hope I haven't watched the fight or anything, but you know, I hope that came off. You know, came off a little bit.
Can you break down that finishing combination that you threw?
Yeah, so he's, like I was saying earlier, he's super long, so I was gonna have to slip and dip on him, you know, slip and rip and just start throwing, you know. I wasn't gonna be able to pick him apart from the outside, and he's like a 74 for each. He's pretty tall. He's like 6 foot or something. I don't know, but I knew once I slowed him down a little bit with some leg kicks, that I was gonna be able to start landing some big shots.
Those 3 losses that you had to start your Bellator career, those were the first 3 losses of your pro career total.
Dude.
At any point, mentally, like where were you at? You came into Bellator, lost right off the bat. Mentally, were you good after that, or were you kind of?
See, the cool thing about me, dude, I'm not that smart. So ignorance is bliss. I was just like, fuck it, you know. I just fucking don't care, you know. So. And those losses, you know, they tickled me a little bit, you know. They like nudged me in the directions like, hey, you know, because before that, dude, I was just so fucking. I was like, what, dude? I'm gonna fucking show up. I'm gonna flip these tires. I'm gonna fucking spar with whoever's in this room. You know what I mean? I just didn't give a fuck. And so those losses, you know, you start thinking you know shit, and those losses humble you, dude. So you gotta start, you know, searching, because I don't like losing. It's like, what's going on, dude? All right, don't take the fight on 2 weeks' notice against Pitbull. All right, don't do that again. All right, fucking Mano Sanchez knocked out 6 of my teeth in the first round, you know, and I still lost a very close fight, a split decision loss, you know. And Strauss just took me to school, so you know, I learned from all those fights.
You just mentioned Pitbull, and you mentioned Sanchez. Hey, you just mentioned.
Dude, I have implants, dude, so I get them drilled out before every fight. And so when I train, I wear a mask, dude. That's a fucking headache.
And that's in the Sanchez fight?
Yeah, fucking knee right in the middle.
So you just mentioned Sanchez, you mentioned Pitbull, they fight each other. Obviously, you're probably interested in that fight. Who do you think wins?
Of course. I think Sanchez would probably take that.
Sanchez, you said?
I think so.
How cool would that be if he's the champ and you become the challenger?
Dude, that'd be great, man.
And avenge your teeth.
Nah, dude, I actually got some really nice teeth out of it. Dude, they're fucking clean, dude. I swear. I get them put back in on Monday. My dentist is like, dude, I've never done this before, like take teeth in and out. He's like, fuck, this is weird. He's like, but I'll do it for you.
So for fights, you have
dude,
to
yeah, so I'm from Los Angeles County, and I live in Phoenix, Arizona. So before every fight, like, I do my last hard sparring session on Saturday, the week before the fight, and I'll drive back to my dentist and like take my teeth down real quick, dude, and I'll fly out from LAX to where, like, to here.
How's your insurance?
Dude, I don't think he charges it. Well, I hope, maybe he charges you guys, Bellator.
Best dentist ever.
Yeah, he's fucking cool.
Those 3 losses, do you think they were necessary to get to the point where you are at now?
Yeah, dude, I'm a fucking retard, dude. So, like, my whole life has just been these type of lessons. Like, you know, people tell you, like, hey, don't drink and drive or do this shit. And then, and you're like, yeah, for sure, I'm not gonna do that. And then you get a DUI when you're a teenager, and you're like, oh, all right, I won't do that now. You know, that's just my personality type. I have to learn shit the hard way. And I was 12-0, 10 finishes. Bellator signed me, and they were all stoked, and I was all stoked. And you know, I didn't really change things up in my camp. You know, Eddie Chong, my head trainer back home, he was, you know, he would make references and shit. You know, but I'd kind of just like, I think that's cool, yeah. But I wouldn't really follow through. And, you know, the formula was working. You know, so yeah.
Who are some of the guys at the lab that you know the most that you've been sparring with that have really changed?
Well, everybody there, dude, like helps you so much because say like, dude, some of the bigger guys or small guys, even if you don't really train with them, you see them putting in work and you see them like the way they carry themselves and you see the way they're, you know, handling business. And you're like, oh fuck, you know, and the mirror neurons start firing and you're kind of like, oh, I could do that too, you know. And so everybody there is just leading by example. And there's so many guys, dude. You know, Scotty Holtzman just fought last week. Johnny Case fought tonight. Dave Bulldog Rashad, Mario Bautista, Kyler Phillips, Sugar Sean O'Malley. Like, dude, there's so many.
Ben Henderson?
Huh?
Ben Henderson?
Oh, dude, yeah. See, I can't even consider him like a teammate. He's like on like a god level, dude. That guy's. The first month that I started training there, that's when I knew like that place was the real deal. It was like 115 outside, and I was changing a tire, and dude, I didn't really know what I was doing. It was like just a little difficult, and I was just kind of like struggling out there. I'm fucking dripping sweat. I'm just like, what's going on? And trying to figure it out. And he comes, like brand new Escalade, and he just parks. He's like, "What's up? You need help?" And I was just like, "Nah, dude, it's cool. Get out of here. Like, go home. You have kids and shit. Don't be out here in the heat." And he stayed right there. He didn't really know what he was doing either. He just kind of stood there with me in the sun and was just like, yeah. I was like, oh, I think that's it. You know, you can try it. And so we both figured it out. We're out there for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, dude. He's like, all right, later. And he just left. And I was like, other dudes were kind of just like driving by and they're just like, whoa. They're like, you know what I mean? Like, don't make eye contact. But he stopped like right away and was just like, no, I'm handling this shit. And so that's when I was like, dude, I'll sold. Like, that guy's like, yeah, that guy's a different level, dude. He's a high quality man, that's for sure.
How many wins do you think you are from a title shot, and who do you think you have to beat to get there?
Dude, man, I don't really think about that type of stuff, dude. You know, I do have, you know, a good song comes on the radio, and I'll do have like some more wishful thoughts and like daydream about certain shit like that. But at the end of the day, dude, there's so many other shit, like stuff that I have to focus on, like with training, like this very like self-centered type of stuff, you know, because all that other stuff, you know, Bellator is cool and everything, dude, but they're not gonna give me what I want or what I asked for. So I don't even worry about that shit, you know. I just make sure I'm optimal across the board in life and, you know, bring my best foot forward and bring everything I got. I'm more so worried about that type of stuff.
You said you wanted to finish him within a round. It took you a little bit of time to figure him out. What was going through your head in the early moments around number 1?
It was just, I don't really know, dude. It was almost like a little, just kind of like, just being about that action was kind of like what is going in my head. Like it was like only a matter of time. So you keep going, keep pressing. Something's gonna open up. Just like kind of like, I don't know, little butterflies in my tummy, dude. I was all excited. I just was waiting for that fucking opening, and you know, I'm glad he gave it to me in the 3rd round.
Where'd he cut you? Bloody nose, lip?
Yeah, dude, I had allergies like super bad all week. Dude, I've been blowing my nose all nasty, and I had like big old like globs coming out. I was just talking to my trainer about it. Like, it was really fucking cool. Like, I've never really experienced this in a fight. Like, I was just breathing during the fight, and like a big old like snot rocket came out, and it was all red. And it like landed on his chest, dude. It was kind of fucking cool. It was like slow motion. I was like, oh fuck, dude. I was like, my bad.
Did he even notice it?
Huh?
Did he notice it?
No. I think he had other things to worry about.
1 or 2 more?
And what exactly has changed in your approach in the cage on this upswing in your career?
Dude, I think the biggest thing for me, dude, I'm trying to be like a martial artist. You know, I'm learning like martial arts has like enriched my life so much, dude. Like it's made me such a better person. Like I used to be like really like a shithead, dude. I wasn't like the best dude around. And you know, this journey, dude, and the people that you come across, like man, fighters are so humble, dude, and like people, fight fans are super cool too, and they're always like kind of uplifting and kind of nudging you to always like better yourself, and I'm just so grateful for all this shit, man.
What's the biggest lesson that you've learned since going to the MMA lab?
Kind of just have an open mind, dude. Just have an open mind, and not to like compare yourself to other people, but there's other people around you to show you the right way, dude, to carry yourself and to the way they train and stuff like that. So I've been kind of just like almost like a little copycat, seeing these guys like the way they work and stuff, and so that's like the biggest lesson I learned: just open mind and ready to learn.
Just one or two more questions.
When would you like to return?
I think Bellator's coming back to my hometown at the Forum.
January.
Dude, I crushed it there in ticket sales. I think last time I almost did like 20 G's in tickets. Yeah, so I got all my fucking family coming and stuff. Dude, we're deep, so I'd love to get back in there and dance with somebody.
Got dollar signs flashing in their eyes.
Oh yeah, dude, they've had me there the last 2 years. So, yeah.
Congratulations, Jim.
Thank you guys so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.